Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing the newly released Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer, so let's dive into this kaiju sized news. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie and streaming news going on around here, guys. Guys, make sure you stick around until the end of the video. That's when we're going to be doing our small breakdown of the new Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer. So guys, we're going to take a look at this article here from cosmicbook.news. Godzilla Unleashed in Monarch Legacy of Monsters Apple Plus trailer. Premiering globally on Apple TV Plus on Friday, November 17th. Guys, so if you're interested in this TV show, make sure you mark your calendar, November 17th, massive kaijus incoming. This show looks incredible. It looks like movie quality TV show. And guys, if you haven't been on Apple TV Plus yet, Apple TV Plus, their shows are second to none. The quality is absolutely incredible. I really recommend signing up to their service if you haven't done. And it looks like they're set to continue that upward trend of their shows with this Monarch Legacy of Monsters TV show. But guys, let's dive into the article and see if we can learn a little bit more about the show. And also, they released some new information at the New York Comic-Con recently. So, Friday at New York Comic-Con, Apple TV Plus and the creative team behind Monarch Legacy of Monsters series unveiled the new trailer for the highly anticipated show and shared a preview of expansive new series based on Legendary's Monsterverse. So, starring Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, Anna Sawai, Kiri Clemens, Ren Watabe, Mari Yamamoto, Anders Holm, Joe Tibet, Elisa Lazowski, Monarch Legacy of Monsters premieres globally with the first 2 episodes on Friday, November 17th on Apple TV Plus, followed by 1 episode every Friday through January 12th. Yeah, guys, I think this is a great way of releasing the show as well. Instead of releasing the show all at once and then just binging it, and then within 2 or 3 weeks people forgot about it, releasing the first 2 episodes give people a solid sort of chunk of the show that they can sort of, bite into. The first 2 episodes, so they can watch the first 2 episodes, kind of gobble that up, get a really good understanding of what the show's about, and then having a weekly release schedule is great because it continues that conversation about the show week after week. YouTubers are going to, do a breakdown and review of each episode week by week. Word of mouth is going to spread, and then hopefully more and more people will come on board as the show goes along, which is the hope anyway. So, Monarch Legacy of Monsters executive producers Chris Black and Matt Fraxman, executive producer Tori Tunnell, executive producer and director Andy Goddard, casting director Ronna Kress, and VFX supervisor Sean Conrad come together for a special conversation and screening at New York Comic-Con, moderated by entertainment journalist Scott Mantz. And then we've got the poster here, guys, which is really cool. Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. So it's father and son, obviously, but they're playing the same character in the show, I believe, just sort of years apart. So that'll be Wyatt Russell will obviously be the younger version, and then Kurt Russell will obviously be the older version in the present day. It's going from the 1950s all the way up to the present day, which is kind of cool, looking back, to that World War II era when Godzilla was first around. So that'd be very interesting to see. Monarch Legacy of Monsters, Apple TV Plus. As I say, guys, if you haven't gotten to Apple TV Plus yet, I highly recommend it. Their shows are absolutely incredible. In my opinion, probably the best streaming service going on at the moment in terms of quality, not necessarily in terms of quantity, but yeah, you won't find any streaming service with better quality shows in my opinion. So, what is Monarch Legacy of Monsters about? Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco, and the shocking revelation that monsters are real, Monarch Legacy of Monster tracks 2 siblings following in their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connection to the secret organization known as Monarch. Clues lead them into a world of monsters and ultimately down a rabbit hole to Army Officer Lee Shaw, played by Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell, taking place in the 1950s and half a century later, where Monarch is threatened by what Shaw knows. The dramatic saga, spanning 3 generations, reveals buried secrets and the ways that epic, earth-shattering events can reverberate through our lives. Yeah, guys, so it seems like obviously we've got central characters here with Wyatt Russell and Kurt Russell, and it seems like obviously the whole show is going to feature around this kind of one character played by the 2 actors. And, people say that some of the Monsterverse movies are focused too much on humans rather than monsters, but obviously, due to budget restraints, we can't just have a movie of just CGI kaijus fighting each other, it would lose its magic. So we need to have some humans in there. We need to be able to ground the story in these human characters that the audience can relate to. And I've got no problems with that. If the script is written really well and the story is meaningful, having human characters absolutely will ground the show. And seeing the kaijus from their point of view is kind of an important thing, in my opinion. So, hailing from Legendary Television, Monarch Legacy of Monsters is co-developed and executive produced by Chris Black and Matt Fraction. Matt Shackman directs the first 2 episodes and serves as executive producer alongside Joby Harold, Tori Tunnell from Safe House Pictures, Andy Goddard, Brad Van Aragon, Andrew Colville, Hiri Matsuoka, and Takemasa Arita, executive producer on behalf of Toho Co. Limited and owner of the Godzilla character. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Toho obviously own the actual Godzilla character, and it looks like the relationship between Legendary and Toho will continue as long as the character is financially viable. So guys, Legendary Entertainment Monsterverse is an epic entertainment universe of interconnected stories that bring together popular culture's most titanic forces of nature. Witness humanity's greatest battle for survival as we fight for our world in the face of a catastrophic new reality. The monsters of our myths and legends are real. Beginning in 2014 with Godzilla, and continuing with 2017's Kong Skull Island, 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters, and 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, the Monsterverse has accumulated close to $2 billion globally at the box office and is ever expanding, with the highly anticipated sequel Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. So, the 10-episode series will premiere globally on Apple TV+, alongside an expanding offering of sweeping world-building dramas, including global hit series Silo, Foundation, based on the award-winning novels by Isaac Asimov, and created by David S. Goyer, Invasion, sci-fi drama series by Academy Award-nominated and 2-time Emmy Award-nominated producer Simon Kinberg, and David Weil, currently streaming its 2nd season, and more. Apple TV Plus offers premium compelling drama and comedy series, feature films, groundbreaking documentaries, kids and family entertainment, and it's available to watch across all of your favourite screens. After its launch on November 1st, 2019, Apple TV Plus became the first all-original streaming service to launch around the world and has premiered more original hits and received more award recognitions faster than any other streaming service in its debut. To date, Apple original films, documentaries, and series have been honoured with 376 wins, 1,567 award nominations and counting, including multi-Emmy Award-winning comedy Ted Lasso and historic Oscar Best Picture winner Coda. And then we have the trailer here, guys, for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. We're going to do a quick, a quick breakdown of the trailer. Just have a quick look at some of the frames in there, guys. And let's just see what we can pick up from the new trailer. So, guys, unfortunately, I can't play the trailer due to copyright reasons on YouTube. But we can pause it and we can have a look through some of the frames. So let's just go through and have a look and see what we can see. So we got Kurt Russell here, sort of in a warehouse here on his laptop, obviously researching something. We have this new character here. She's obviously she's on the trail of Monarch, trying to look up what Monarch have been doing. We've got Godzilla here, kind of sifting through the water, going towards what looks like a research tower here. And I think this is back in the 50s, right? In this tower here, I think it may have like an atomic bomb on it, and they lure him towards it. And then they blow up the atomic bomb here. Either that, or it's some sort of radio station putting out a signal that's sort of attracting him. That could be possible too. We'll have to wait and see. So Monarch Legacy of Monsters official trailer. Let's keep going. And then we've got the aftermath of the destruction of San Francisco, which looks absolutely insane. I mean, look at all this decimation here. Imagine living in the wake of this after these two titans have just smashed this city apart. Oh no, this is back to 2014 when it was the solo Godzilla movie. This is all the destruction from one Titan. That's absolutely insane. So then we go back to a scene from 2014's Godzilla where he's taking apart the bridge. Obviously you can see his massive claw here, kind of ripping through the bridge. Man, that was one of the coolest scenes of that 2014 movie. And then out the back of this bus comes this researcher lady here. She jumps out the back of the bus, looks up towards Godzilla. Then basically the narrator says that over the top of the trailer that Monarch have been there all along. They've been documenting what's been going on. Obviously, there's some of their agents here on the bridge as Godzilla's kind of going on his rampage. They're holding up a camera here. We've got the Monarch sign on the camera. They're documenting everything that's going on. And we've got another sort of guy in tactical gear here with the Monarch sign on his jacket. Then it looks like they're doing a bit of research online, and they've come across this, which is like a Monarch package. And then they come across these Monarch redacted online kind of files. Obviously, most of it's been redacted. You can't read it. And they're a highly secretive organization. A bit shady as well. Who knows what they're up to? One of these kind of Black Ops organizations. And yeah, this is a cool scene as well. They come across this kind of abandoned ship. I'm assuming that when Godzilla did his rampage, it caused some sort of tsunami or something, and the ship got blown inland. And yeah, it looks really cool, kind of ominous, like a haunted ship almost. They obviously go onto the ship to do a bit of research or to find some clues. We have two characters here. Just showing some more of the kind of destruction of the city. And is that... I thought that was a train then. It almost looked like a train. So she's obviously receiving a text message from Godzilla saying, I'm going to attack. So they look up in the sky, and there's this giant sort of like bat kaiju here. I'm not sure of his name. Guys, I'm not really lore intensive, like massive lore intensive when it comes to Godzilla, so I apologize if I don't know the names to certain kaijus or something. But yeah, we've got this huge like bat here flying over the forest or the city here. It's super cool, man. That's going to be super terrifying, that huge bat. Then it looks like we've got the US Army looking for something. And then they've got these two pieces of a map here. When you overlay them, it sort of gives you the coordinates to maybe some sort of secret Monarch base, or, you know, something like that. It gives you clues towards, you know, something that they're looking for. And we have this researcher nerdy guy here. Not sure who that character is. And now they're in some sort of cave underground, which is cool. Yeah, and he's here giving a monologue, Wyatt Russell, about, you know, the dangers of the Titans. It looks like they're putting together this big board full of clues, and they're trying to like link all the different things together, trying to figure out what Monarch have been doing, you know, what's going on with the Titans. So there's going to be a lot of kind of like mystery solving within the show, which is kind of cool. I like a good mystery, like a slow burn, kind of, you know, as the episodes go on, the mystery is kind of unraveled, which is kind of cool. That face there is kind of funny if you ask me. I've just shit my pants. Kind of funny. Of the secret legacy, okay. And then we've got a Geiger counter. They're obviously using the Geiger counter. When the Titans have been around, they leave like a radiation print where you can kind of track them, which is kind of cool. Then we've got this kind of, I'm assuming it's like a nuclear reactor to some degree, or some sort of energy production facility. It looks like there's massive loads of smoke billowing up from underneath. There's more than likely a Titan that kind of lives underneath, because Titans feed off of the nuclear energy. At least Godzilla does anyway. So it could be possible that there's a Titan underneath kind of feeding on the energy. And this is kind of cool. This is what took me by surprise in this trailer as well. So if you harken back to the one of the older Godzilla films, where Godzilla laid eggs underneath like a movie theater, and this is kind of Madison Square Gardens, wasn't it, where he laid all the eggs. And this is kind of a similar theme here, where there's a Titan who's laid all of these eggs here, and ominous glows underground. Yeah, so they come in to do a bit of investigation. All of these eggs here left, and there's all of these creatures inside these eggs, and it looks like it's going to be mental. Like all of these creatures burst open and go on a bit of a rampage. Yeah, look, so all the eggs start bursting, and they're underground, and they're thinking, shit, we got to get out. And then I'm assuming this is to do with the Hollow Earth. I don't know if it's to do with that same scene there where they were underground with the eggs. It looks like they're in a different location here, but it looks like, yeah, you got all this big, huge glow kind of rainbow almost coming out from, you know, underground. Obviously, the Hollow Earth in the Monsterverse, the Hollow Earth is a thing. So whether it's another Titan being born or coming out of the Hollow Earth, we're not quite sure at this point. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Wyatt Russell is on board on the helicopter, kind of looking down at what was going on. Then we've got John Goodman, his character from Kong Skull Island. He's running with a camera. He's obviously caught something on film. He's legging it with the camera. And then we've got this massive spider-sized kaiju chasing him here through the forest. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see the spider. You have to really look for it. So you can see his torso here, and you can see his legs kind of bending here, guys. I know he kind of blends into the forest a little bit. Let's see if we can skip forward and see him a bit better. I'm not sure that we can. It's very hard to make out. Yeah, you can just see his torso, like I say, and you can see his legs kind of sprouting around here. But guys, a giant spider kaiju, man, that's the thing of nightmares for sure. That's if there's one monster, one Titan in the Monsterverse I would not want to be chased by, that'd be the giant spider looking one. So yeah, John Goodman obviously breaks through the forest. He's holding he's holding like an old-fashioned sort of camera. It's obviously got a film in it. He's looking back at the Titan that's chasing him. And then in the background here, it looks like it's the same, that hole that was leading to the Hollow Earth, or the underground, kind of giving off its glow in the background here. So they're obviously researching something. Then we've got this weird, almost, I didn't even know how to explain it. It's this kind of like worm looking kaiju that comes out from underneath the ground. It gives me Tremors vibes, you know, the Tremors, these giant worms who have these giant mouths and like mandibles and teeth that come out from underground. It almost reminds me of the Tremors movie, which is kind of cool. It's great to see there's going to be original new Titans within the series though. Yeah, and here guys, so all of these little monsters that have hatched from these eggs, they're all piling up underneath here, and the two characters here are trying to get out of the underground system, while all of these monsters underground here are kind of chasing them, which is kind of cool. Seeing the Titans on a smaller smaller human-sized basis would be kind of cool. I'll add something fresh that we haven't seen in the Monsterverse so far. Then we've got this huge plume here of sand that's approaching, and there's a vehicle being chucked towards the characters. And I think just over here in the background, these spikes, these are the kind of ridges of Godzilla's back. So I think this is Godzilla here in the background. Then, okay, some guy in a chopper. They're running. Sorry, guys, it's hard to see in some of these scenes when you pause them. We've got another kaiju here bursting out of the ship. So obviously that's the ship that's been turned over that we saw in the earlier scene. This is the guns on top. And then we've got a kaiju in the middle here bursting out from inside the ship. So whether he's been living inside the ship, like feasting on the fuel inside it or something, or just lives inside it. There's obviously going to be a Titan inside it. And then we've got Kurt Russell with cool glasses, yelling at something. Yeah, then they've just obviously made it out alive from the ship. They're running from the ship again here, and the ship's being turned over. Obviously, they're going to make it out alive because they're the main characters. And then we've got Kurt Russell here, and then in the background here, ominously, just kind of blurred out, you can see this huge kaiju here, and this is his mouth. He's almost got these like tentacle things that open up, and then he's got like a mouth with a beak inside it. And man, yeah, it just looks scary. Definitely reminds me of Tremors, like I said, guys. More characters. They're in the desert, doing something in the desert. Not sure what they're doing in the desert here. Then we finish off with this amazingly awesome shot of Godzilla's back, and the camera goes up his back, up his tail, up his back, and you can see all of his spikes and glory. Just, man, look at this. It looks so cool. The cinematography on this show is going to be insane. They've done such a great job. I mean, just look at this. All of these spikes and ridges. We can see Godzilla's head up here. Man, it looks so good. The CGI just looks incredible for a TV show. Like I said, guys, if you haven't got on it yet, Apple TV Plus, it's shaping up to be the best streaming service going. And then we finish off with Godzilla in the desert, doing his classic Raw and Apple TV Plus sign up here. Yeah, guys, so that's kind of where we are. That's just a little small breakdown of kind of the new Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer. I know it's not that in-depth. Like I say, guys, I do apologize. I'm not the biggest lore person when it comes to Godzilla. So if I missed out anything or missed any of the names of the Titans, I do apologize. But I just wanted to show you a brief breakdown of kind of the new trailer. So that's kind of where we are, guys. Bit more information, a bit of the trailer, and yeah, definitely looking forward to this show, guys. So make sure you jump into the comment section, guys. Let me know if you're looking forward to this. Are you going to be signing up to Apple TV Plus in order to watch this show? I definitely am. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I haven't got Apple TV Plus at the moment. I need to get it in order to watch this show. It looks absolutely insane. Movie quality streaming show. And just looks so good. But it's all going to come down to the script. It's all good to have kaijus on screen fighting each other. That's cool. But we kind of want a good script. We want the human characters, you know, to actually have meaning and to be important, and the script to flow properly. But yeah, guys, so can't wait to see what your comments are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.